Alright, welcome to episode 2 of the Careless Gardener, and today we get to go in the garden. Got some greens and carrots growing in here. Tried to mulch the beds really well this year. Some old volunteer Easter lilies up there. A little late for Easter this year, folks, sorry. But I dumped a lot of leaves and grass, clippings, anything I could kind of scavenge out of the yard this year, and then mulched it, rotor-tilled it under. Tilled for the first time in 6 years this year. Just got tired of the earth being packed tight, this Virginia clay. Put these onions in probably a little early, but they made it, despite the fact that we had some freezes afterwards. And so what I'm going to do today is plant some squash, and I can show you right here. Here is one. This is a volunteer squash, and here is another. Pretty sure that looks like it. And I had one more right here, but like I said, we got hit by a frost the other day, so that one did not make it. And the reason I kind of point these out is I'm going to show you how to plant right here in these hills, the squash plants, and I'm going to break every rule, because I'm careless, of gardening, and plant them too close together and plant yellowneck and zucchini in the same area, and they are going to cross, and they're going to give us those volunteer plants next year. They're going to be these Franken squashes that probably are edible but not very attractive to look at. So let me just set this here, if I could. I had this all sort of figured out. It may or may not work. Okay. There we go. So hopefully this won't flop over in the middle there. So basically, what you want to do is, and the sound level is probably not going to be great on this, but I'll show you how to plant one in the middle ground there, and it's pretty easy with squash, especially if you get starts. Now you can also do it from seeds. I have kind of bad luck with doing it from seeds, and so this year I kind of gave up and got some starts, or the baby plants, but you can also do it from seed, and it usually works pretty well. So in these starts right here, there are two to a thing, which you should probably plant both in one hill. It looks like they're awfully close together, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You basically just want to get that dirt up around it as much as possible. It's not a tomato, so don't bury it too much. And then I have some manure here. This is actually horse manure. Probably shouldn't be using my hands, but I'll wash my hands when I get inside. Just put that around, and later on, as the plants get bigger, I'll get a whole big bucket of it and dump it on the squash. So if we take a look at it here, it's basically all we're doing is planting these guys in here. The next thing that I'll do is when the sun goes down, probably about 6 p.m., I'll turn some water on. Get a shot there of the sprinkler, turn some water on, and give stuff water. I could water it by hand, except everything needs water because we haven't had a whole lot of rain lately. But you want to do all of your watering after the sun goes down, because when water lands on the leaves and the sun is out, it burns the leaves. All right, so there's a hint for you as well. At some point, we'll take a look at the orchard. Not much to it right now, but it's there. And we'll also, at some point, I'll give my big lecture about hugelkultur, which I read about once, and I'm now trying to do without any clue as to how to really do it, so it's not turning out. But maybe it will one day. All right, so next time we'll do one of those fun things.